I'm the best. Calm moving through these Ubers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Calm moving through these Ubers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Pulling up in that.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. He'll come out throwing here on first down. He's got it. It's Spiller. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. Woo, defense, let's go. Let's go. Leopard, Leopard.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Bell. A beautiful spin and room to run. Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Shaq Lawson in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete here. Kyle Juszczyk, the fullback, the intended target. And it's 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Shaq Lawson in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here's Ryan Allen now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the But sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he's taken down inside the 30. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. The give is to Bell. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And a short gain here, down to the 22. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Gun now on 3rd down. This is caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Ohio!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. The Browns' passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. He'll look to throw. He's got his tight end, Njoku. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. Now a toss play. This is Foreman. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are back within a score. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to rifle one deep left, and that's caught inside the 35. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. Point after try forthcoming. Extra point safely through, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Browns coming out on the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
The drive starts with Foreman on the ground. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here. 2nd and 3. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And Davis has it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Flex round! Flex round!
Back to throw now on first down. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Stephon Tuitt in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. The Browns on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Even after the penalty, still a full 7 yards to go on third down.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. You can't block me. You can't.
They'll set up to throw. He's got his man. That's Landry. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And a big 32-yard play on third. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Ryan Shazier coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. They'll set up a throw. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's going to take this all the way down to the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
Give to Bell. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. And the Redskins there out to an early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. They're going to look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. Well, the offense, they got the ball in a great spot, but they went nowhere. Forced him to take just the 3.
And they'll be, happy taking the 3. But those guys on the other side, they've got to be ecstatic. They didn't let them get anywhere. It made them kick a field goal. That almost feels like they got the advantage, doesn't it?
And the Browns getting set to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man, in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. More from Cleveland after this.
Flex round! Flex round!
He'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And it's fielded at the 34. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Wide open receiver complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw here. And this is going to be incomplete. Jabril Peppers, the former first-round pick, there on the coverage.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. but you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw now on first down. Throw right side, caught by Davis. Give him 30 yards there. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. He'll drop to throw. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Back to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Zane Gonzalez now to try the Browns field goal from the right hash. This from 45 yards away. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Detroit! Over!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit!
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But
You're going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They run again with Foreman. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Let's go!
Looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaq Lawson able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. Fielded at the 33. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. They'll run it with Bell, and he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll go again with Bell. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield into a double team, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down in the hands of the wrong team.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he can't find room to run. Bell's going to go down, and that is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And an alley to run. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. He'll look to throw. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And that one results in 35 yards. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll go with Foreman. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
Now this feels like old school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. 4th and goal, Charles, all the time you see those offenses, especially the quarterback, the running back, looking over the sideline saying, don't send the kicker out. There they did it, and it paid off.
It's really nice to see what they wanted actually done. And how about the coaches getting their faith rewarded by a touchdown?
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Steelers. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. Room to run past midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
No, check, Patriot!
Here's a give to Richard. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught by Meredith right side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. They'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. In for the score. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Landry that time, and it'll bring up 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
They'll set up to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Again, it's Bell. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. As his guys are in for 6. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 26. A big play that time for Cleveland. 49 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Browns get a score closer. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, little 360. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a handoff. Running left is Bell. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Here's Bell. Now Bell hit. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. Almost like it's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
No. Check. Patriot.
This is Bell, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Check. Watch him now, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ken Crowley. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.